Yo, what's up, guys? It's Tony, aka T Slaps here, and we are back for our week 3 team builder. Oh my goodness, versus Coach Amel and the Montreal Scroopies. Of course, his channel will be down in the description below, as well as all the other NCP coaches. Make sure you go check them out. They are all phenomenal coaches. In case you guys do not know, spoilers alert for week 2. Of course, you can go check out week 2 and week 1. All the NCP videos will be down in the description below in that playlist. But we are currently sitting at 0-2, and so is Amel. I'm not going to be showing the standings because it's actually I'm recording this after the battle already happened, and after week 3 has already concluded. I realized I never recorded the team builder, so spoilers are already there. I've not put my week 4 yet, but spoilers for week 3 are already there, so I'm not going to be showing you all that. But we are both 0-2. Of course, we're looking to pick up our first win this season, and we're playing a phenomenal coach. I'm pretty sure I hyped him up a lot in my pregame for the battle going up tomorrow. But yeah, he's a really good coach. Of course, he drafted a meme team this season, in case you guys did not know that. And if Amel were to draft a real team, I think he could. He'd sweep the floor with any coach here in this season. Amel is just such a phenomenal coach, and he's like that fun with his teams. And of course, he brings a lot of heat, and it usually ends up working. And he's just a phenomenal coach. So of course, go check him out if you guys want some good gameplay. But enough hyping him up. His team right there, you can see it's Entei, Lapras, Drapion, Halucha, Lilligant, Dedenne, Shuckle, Matang, Whiscash, Empoleon, and Dusk Noir. And then our team is the same as last time. I'm not going to repeat it. Our team is still the same. I am looking at making some transactions, but there's just not a lot on the board, and not a lot of coaches are willing to trade up their teams. So right now we're just sticking with what we got right now. But yeah, that's the teams. And so let's just hop into what we decided to bring against him. So right here we have Krakatawa, the MAGMORTAR. Bringing MAGMORTAR again. I don't know what it is about MAGMORTAR. I keep getting joked on about it, about bringing MAGMORTAR, but really I like it in a lot of matchups. And because I know that Amel's going to bring some heat, I decided to bring some heat, and we got the MAGMORTAR with the Salak Berry Flame Body. I didn't think we really needed Vital Spirit, although it could have been useful in case we got Sleep Powdered by the Lilligant, but I just went with this. Fire Punch, Body Slam, Substitute, and Belly Drum. I really thought MAGMORTAR got Dream Punch, and it really sucks that it didn't, because that could have been very, very useful. But, Body Slam just because we need to be able to hit, like, the Entei, and I think that's about it. Really just the Entei, and I guess the Whiscash as well. Fire Punch obviously for our main stab, Substitute, and Belly Drum. Let me see, that speed right there, that is to... Where is that speed for? Where did I put that in my notes? I didn't put why I did that specific speed creep. It was for something on his team though. And so pretty much whenever I was going into the game, my main thought process with it was I need to make sure that I scout for any like Scarfers, whether it be like the Entei, the Lilligant, the Drapion, or the Halucha, if those are the fastest mons on his team. Also should have scouted for Scarf Dedenne, and I did mention that in the battle. I don't know why I don't have it mentioned here in my notes, but I was watching out for it. I had to scout for any Rocky Helmet, because obviously with Sub and Salak, I'd be taking a lot of damage. And of course without Drain Punch on this set, it was going to be a little bit difficult to stay healthy. And I just had to make sure that the Whiscash, the Entei, and the Dust Noir are chipped. Those are the only things that wouldn't be O-code from full after +6. So that's what we decided to bring. Next we got a Lumberry, Necrozma, Photon Geyser, Earthquake, Moonlight, Dragon Dance. Just the DD Necrozma I thought could be really nice for late game. +2 late game should be able to clean up. +3 would be a clean sweep just at pretty much any point. I sped crept a Lilligant speed creep with that. I think that might have been the same thing with MAGMORTAR, but I'm not sure. Only thing I have written down really is that I needed to watch out with Moonlighting in the Sun, and just keep in mind that he could, or that would be lessened if I just decide to do that. Next we got a mainly physically defensive Mandibuzz. This is our Devogger on the team. I decided to bring this as for the Drapion, for the Halucha. I have Overcoat in case the Lilligant does have Sleep Powder. It helped with the Matang. Even though I'm not bringing Foul Play on it, it still helps with the Matang. And then the Whiscash. I did debate Taunt over U-Turn, but I guess I decided U-Turn was better. I don't remember why. This team was built like 2 weeks ago, so don't really remember what exactly. Next we have a mixed defense Aromatisse, Moonblast, Nasty Plot, Wish Protect, mainly to wall his Lapras, and it did Dene. It lives a +2 acrobatics from Halucha, which is why we had that defense investment. So that's why we decided to run that. Next we have a Adamant Weavile. What was I speed creeping with that? I don't remember. I decided to bring heavy duty boots, so that's why I'm bringing Crash in case he brought any Rocky Helmet users, which I definitely think he's going to bring. So that's why I decided Crash. And really this was SD, and it was meant to break for Necrozma and MAGMORTAR's late game sweeps. So that's kind of why I did that. And then last we have our Nihileo here, which is kind of the same thing with the Weavile, which is really meant to break for my Necrozma and for my MAGMORTAR late game. And I really wanted Rocks on this team. I thought Rocks looked really, really nice against his team because his only hazard removal was what? I don't think he has hazard removal on this team now that I'm looking at it. If Halucha gets defog, I think that's about it. And so I decided to bring that and just max attack, max speed with Life Orb. Let me see. Do I have any notes for that? Yeah, I really just wanted it for the Rocks, and it did really well against his team, to be honest. He doesn't have a great switch into it. I guess his best switch would maybe like AV Drapion, Metang. That's about it. Whiscash can take a Grass Knot for sure. But that's really about it. So, whenever I was looking at his team, one thing I completely was 100% convinced that he'd bring would be an Entei set with Weakness Policy with Solar Beam. That, or just Power Herb with Solar Beam. And also, he could have been Sunny Day with Heat Rock for the Lilligant. So that's something I was really, really scared about. Also, Entei is one of his only, what is it called? Priority move users, which would be very important for, say, the Necrozma sweeping or for my MAGMORTAR. So, yeah, so I thought like maybe be like special with like Eruption, or maybe just mixed. So that's kind of something I was looking at. Lapras, I definitely thought he'd bring either a Specs Lapras or physically defensive with heavy, with the Rocky Helmet or leftovers for my Weavile. That's one of his best responses for my Weavile. Drapion, I thought he'd either be Shucka or I thought he'd be Assault Vest in order to kind of be like a bait for my Necrozma. That's what I was thinking there. Halucha, I thought that he could just be just a standard Halucha set. I thought it just looked like it could run through my team, so I was pretty scared about that. Lilligant, just going to be a support variant. Like I said, he could bring like an offensive set with that Heat Rock Entei, but I definitely thought that he'd just be kind of a support to help like maybe sweep late game with something that he has in the back. So we got the Dedenne, just the standard, set your cheek pouch, maybe like nuzzle me and all that. Maybe Scarfed, something I was considering that he might be Scarfed. Shuckle, I didn't really think he'd bring Shuckle, but of course, Shuckle does its normal things of like Final Gambit, set up hazards, all that. A Tang, I definitely thought was going to come. Didn't know whether it'd be like an S or a Power Up Punch set, Rocks, Agility, but this is his other priority user here with Metang, so that's something to watch out for with the Bullet Punch, of course. Whiscash, I did think he'd bring Whiscash, but it was still there on the board for me to watch out for it. That maybe be like a DD set. And then Porygon and Dusknoir, I wasn't really too scared of in prep. Don't get me wrong, they definitely could be annoying because of how much I did under prep for them, but I thought they'd just be some walls that would just try to dwindle down my team with like maybe Toxic or something like that. Maybe like some Haze stuff with the Dusknoir or Destiny Bond or whatever like that, or Trick with like the Porygon, but I didn't think they'd come, so I wasn't really too worried about them. So going into the game, I really wanted to see what I could DD on and what do I substitute on, like how am I going to set myself up for the late game and what do I need to get rid of to ensure I could win. But anyways, that's my whole prep for this game. Of course, like I said, it wasn't the best prep, team builder, because I did build this team a while ago. I really thought I already recorded this, so that's my fault. But of course, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure that like button and of course subscribe. NCP Week 3 will be up tomorrow, and of course every week we got that team builder and NCP content for you, as well as UPBA content coming within the next month or so. So Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, make sure to go check out all the other NCP coaches down in the description below. This has been T-Slaps, and I'm out.